G'day everybody, welcome back to Starfield. We are still trapped in the lock, which is on the planet Suvorov. We are still going through this initiation mission that Delgado has sent us on, and we found a whole bunch of clues in terms of trying to find the legacy of Crix.
Looks like they cleared this place out.
I was just about to say that Mathis is still back there bugging out, but
what do we have here?
he's decided to join us. What the hell is that?
Sort of come in handy.
What? Wait. Oh god. Look at that thing. Alright, well, if he's serious about taking out Delgado, because he's floated the idea to us a few times, then that weapon's gonna do a lot of damage to Delgado. I'm not entirely sure about doing that though, because if we're supposed to be undercover, then we're really trying to earn Delgado's trust. Though if he's removed, then we'd have to deal with Neva. And oh, what the hell is this? AA99? Sure, let's take that. But yeah, if she's the one we're going to have to deal with if Delgado's gone, then I don't know. I mean, she's got trust in us, so presumably she'd keep her trust with us if we install her as a leader of the Crimson Fleet. So, but hey, what do I know? I'm just gonna try and stay loyal to Delgado. White Neo City Poncho.
I swear, I am never putting ice in the drinks ever again.
Security guard uniform. Again, I'm probably running out of a lot of inventory space here. 144. Okay, getting close. So maybe I don't want to pick up absolutely everything that I see. So, all right. Are we done with this room? I think we are. I do hear like screams and stuff on the other side. Bunch more dead people here. Cave in. I mean, what the hell is that thing that he's holding? Oh, wow. So, I'm thinking with Mathis holding that weapon, he's gonna be difficult to deal with if we do have to deal with him. So, things are sort of getting interesting here. Alright, let's try and get this unlocked. 4 more on this side. So that looks good, that looks good. That looks good where it is. We might want a bit of a different combination here. Maybe this one. There we go. Okay, we'll take all of that.
while we're picking
Corrosive
through the
gas
trash,
puddle.
we might as well grab some good stuff for ourselves.
Okay. This is apparently a puddle. Which we... Oh god, no. Here. This is the puddle. Oh, that's really weird.
What I wouldn't give for a space heater and a hot cup of bogs right now.
Refined Eon. I won't bother about the Eon. I really should limit myself to picking up both in terms of armor and weapons, things that are blue and gold and purple.
Poking through this scrap heap.
Okay, Event Supervisor's workstation. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Beacon Stim, Erdebrow, damage resistance for 3 minutes. Infantry Alpha. I might take some aid here, particularly stuff that we can gain from booze, because I think booze generally has a little bit of weight attached. So yeah, this gives us persuasion, maybe not that. Vodka, carry capacity, whiskey, carry capacity as well. Persuasion chance. It's always the wine that gives us persuasion chance. Erdebrow. Yeah, okay, let's take some Erdebrow here.
Look at this dump. I
A
can't
little bit
imagine being
of soused right now, and
poor bastards.
hopefully that'll help us with any fights that we might have in the next 3 minutes. Let's have a read. Wayne, we're going to have to put a stop to the prisoner birthday celebrations that you instituted last year. I understand that the morale of prisoners is directly connected to how well they rehabilitate, but these events have become far too destructive and dangerous. I know this is disappointing, but at the end of the day, we're a prison facility, not a hotel. These people are here because they committed heinous crimes against humanity, so they'll just have to deal with the loss of these parties. Alright. Here are this month's answers to the trivia questions. Make sure that the proper form is filled out for the staff member to be eligible for a prize. What type of star pulsates rapidly, which causes it to vary in diameter, temperature, and luminescence? Cepheid variable star. What is another name of a neutron star with an extremely powerful magnetic field that might occur after a supernova? Magnetar. What is the second brightest star in New Atlantis' night sky? Answer, Canopus. What are the largest known structures in the universe? Galaxy filaments. What is the graph called on which the intrinsic brightness of stars is plotted against their temperatures? The Hertzsprung-Russell diagram. There you go. Not sure if all of that is real science or if some of it is make-believe. Again, I'm no astrophysicist or astronomer.
I bet those things are crawling right behind the walls. Ugh.
Take those. Ow. God.
Eyes up! Incoming!
That scared the crap out of me.
It's like hell.
Alright. I definitely wasn't ready for that many. Oh wow. Mathis is down after all of that. He's not really much of a help, is he? Alright, at least we took the beer just before. So I think that's still within the 3 minutes that we've needed to use it within. We'll take the wine. Okay. Anything else of use here? What's up there? Nothing of interest. Oh, okay. We've still got aliens crawling about. Let's try and use this new shotgun. I feel like we haven't really used it that much.
I'm on my second day at the lock, and I've already had a close call. Big fight broke out at C Block, and Gillespie sent us in to break it up. Might have been half a dozen inmates. It was hard to tell. We almost had it under control when one of them stuck a shiv into my leg. Luckily, the other guards dragged me out of there before he finished the job. Seems like the genius who designed this place didn't realize that the inmates would start carving weapons out of the permafrost. So now I'm cold, I'm tired, and my leg hurts like hell. Great way to start my first tour at this dump.
Yeah, I wouldn't have wanted to be a warden at this prison. I mean, all of them ended up dead, really. I guess the ones that got away may have been on leave or something. Oh god. Okay, these things are really good at creeping up on you. They hardly make any noise. I'm not entirely sure where they're actually coming out from either. Is it the ceilings or what's the deal?
You hear that? Ah, never mind. This place is starting to get to me.
Alright, expert. This one is a distraction. We've got a whole bunch of one notches here, which doesn't really help because it doesn't really narrow it down as to which layer we should use it for. Again, I still think that we should start with the complex stuff first, like this one. Alright, now we need something with 3. Something like that, I think works. Right. Now, that goes there. Can definitely use one of these now. So I think we're sort of done for the first layer, and maybe the second as well. So let's give it a go. And hopefully this will be relatively simple. Yeah. There we go. Shock Troop Power Pack. Toxins, metabolic agents, super cooled magnet. And I have no idea if we will need those things later on. I guess maybe, but I can't really justify grabbing all this stuff. Yogurt. Okay.
Can't believe this is where the fleet started. It's history, man.
We really didn't have anything of value in there. At least not for what we need currently. So that's really disappointing. Anyway.
here I thought
Easy.
we were going to be doing something fun, like rob a bank or
regulator. Yes, that's basically the pistol that I really like using. But that's not exactly anything special, so I'm not going to bother. Okay, I'm wondering when we'll actually meet Delgado again.
Looks like this was the warden's office. They built the office right next to the shuttle bay for quick escapes, I bet. Smart.
¿Qué carajos took you so long? Look out the window. I'm over here.
Okay. I guess it won't take us too long.
Quit screwing around and pick up.
Yeah, let's just take a look around first, though.
Finally, I was about to give up.
Hang on, so that looks good. Probably need something like this. Or... yeah, that's it. For the back line.
The warden's intercom near the window.
Okay, good. What is going on with our status there? Okay, right. Well, I don't think it's actually giving us any adverse effects, so... alright, let's speak to Delgado.
I found something because I am getting sick and tired of this place.
Where's everyone
I'm
else?
the only one left. Damn creatures finished off the rest of my people. But finding the legacy, that is going to make their sacrifice worthwhile.
Okay. I thought these things weren't really tough, but anyway. Where are you right now? Actually, that's a dumb question. Do I want to throw Mathis under the bus? Maybe we'll try to make friends with Mathis. I'm sort of hoping that he might join our crew if we play our cards right. So, thanks to Mathis's help, we found some information about Crix's legacy.
I knew it! Everyone said I was out of my mind! But something told me we'd find the answers down here. Looks like I picked the right people for the job.
Yup, that's right. It was a team effort all the way. We had each other's backs the whole time, Del.
Is that Mathis? Tell him to shut up so I can think.
Yeah, sorry, Del. You go right ahead.
Okay. Now all we have to do is find a way off of this planet. Let me see. Here we go. I'm looking at schematics for the lock, and I don't think there's a way to get you back to the surface from there. But I can open the outer doors to the shuttle bay and let you fly one of the shuttles down there directly up to the key.
If Mathis and I take the shuttle, how are you getting back?
According to the schematics, there is an emergency evacuation exit I can use to return to the surface. Then it's just a quick run across the ice to my ship, and I'll probably still beat you to the key.
What about my
Don't
ship?
worry about your ship. I will send some people down to get it. You just get your ass on that shuttle and get out of here.
I want to finish searching the lock before I leave.
don't care if you are finished or not. I want that information about Grix's legacy in my hands. After that, you can come back down to Suvorov and dig through the snow to your heart's content. Okay, let me see. One of these probably opens the door.
Shuttle bay activated. Initiating the icing process. Please stand by.
Yup, that's got it. Might take a while though. Those bay doors have not been opened in almost a century. You have done a hell of a job, Rook. We will talk when you get back to the key.
Alright. I guess Mathis wants to speak to us. Maybe he's gonna float the idea once more.
Hey, look, well, I wanted to thank you for not being a jerk and hounding all the glory on this run.
Don't worry about it.
Cool. Look, about all that killing Delgado stuff, why don't we just forget about everything that I said? You know, like it never happened.
Fine, but you're going to owe me a huge favor.
Yeah, of course, don't worry, I'm good for it. Now, let's get the heck out of here.
Alright. So Shuttle Bay, wherever that is, maybe through there. Looks like this is another door over here. Master lock. Not a problem. We might be here for a little bit, though. Trying to figure out how to open this bloody thing. That looks okay. We just need to find something matching there for the last few. Yeah, I think that's gonna work for the very lowest layer, or the deepest layer. Okay, just gotta remember those two. Something for the front, or the outer layer. Yeah, that looks good. And then we need 3. Maybe this one. Does that work? I think that's looking really, really good. Okay. Now, that looks all right. Okay, that looks good as well. Try and fix things up for that second last layer there. So I think that is good. And then, hang on a second. Yeah, that's good. And then we do that. All right. So, which means I think it's going to be safe for us to use these. Good. And now, yep. That wasn't too bad. Advanced Star Roamer space helmet. Okay. What do we have here? Just deep mining stuff. Pretty stock standard. Alright, that wasn't really much, was it? I guess a lot of the loot and a lot of these rooms, you know, which are behind locks, they are kind of randomized, aren't they? Dark Lager. I thought I'd take that one, and maybe I'll use it even, because think having a few beers would be okay. Give us a few buffs. Get rid of 0.5 mass as well. Win-win. Alright, anything else we need to interact with? Oh, this thing here. Almost missed the very, very large chest in this room. Okay. What about this thing? The latest supply ship has just departed, and I am livid. I simply don't understand how you expect me to run this prison without the proper equipment. The heating system is inadequate, the water filtration units are constantly malfunctioning, and we have insufficient automated security to bolster our overtaxed guards. Have no idea why my repeated requests are being denied. I'm not running an adventure camp here, Arseny. People are dying. Please let me know when you'll be filing my requests, or you can find yourself someone else to run this place. Okay, what is going on here? As requested, here's the criminal history for Jasper Crix. His transfer just got approved, which means they're gift wrapping him to you as I send this to the comms relay. This guy's extremely dangerous, Tom. Be careful. Okay. So, yeah, he's got murder, second degree and first degree. A lot of assault, destruction of property, arson, theft and burglary. I'm getting concerned that something unusual is happening at the lock. Seismic sensors have been picking up anomalies for the last week or so, and we can't identify the cause. I've sent the readings to our engineer, and she insists that the anomalies are man-made, not planetary in origin. I've had the staff tear the place apart from one end to the other, and I can't find the cause. I'm hoping it's simply faulty machinery, but something could be going on within the prison population. I've instituted surprise cell inspections and daily prisoner headcount checks, but everything seems normal. I'll keep you informed. That's pretty much the digging that happened. Jasper's plan. Things are getting stranger and stranger down here, Arseny. Bits of bone have been discovered in the facility's incineration unit. According to the physician, the fragments belonged to two individuals. They were both killed by use of a sharp, serrated object. The prisoners in question were from D Block and have no known relation or accomplices. I have about 100 suspects in D Block, so narrowing down what happened is going to be a challenge. This incident and the seismic anomalies are leading me to believe something big is going to happen at the lock. I'd like to request an additional company of security be dispatched here immediately. Well, he wasn't wrong. Alright. I think we're done. Alright, let's go. Jeez, that was a loud screech. Are we gonna be dealing with like a bigger one here? Oh, Jesus. What the hell is going on? Is this place caving in or something? Let's freaking go. How do I get into this ship? Oh. From this way. Let's go. Oh my god. Alright. Well, I sort of wanted to loot that place, but I guess that wasn't really possible. Whew. I'm glad I had the beer before that. That would have helped. Interesting looking ship. I'll take that. Okay, nothing worthwhile, it seems. Righto, well... how do we get to the cockpit? Oh, okay, it's above us. Been keeping that flashlight on for the longest time. Right. Well... Cave-in didn't exactly happen, but I don't know what was going on out there. Anyway, let's... pilot our way back to the key, and hopefully we can sort of, you know, impress Delgado, and that'll be it for the initiation. You now have a new home ship. Your previous home ship has been added to your fleet. To retrieve ships in your fleet that you have left behind, go to a ship services technician at any major city and ask to view the ships that you own. From there, you can cycle through the ships in your fleet and select Make Home Ship to retrieve it. Okay.
How are you?
Oh god, alright. Suddenly we've got our crew on board already in this ship that we've just commandeered. That's very, very weird.
Orbit reached.
Yep, we've got various crew members on board already. Awkward.
Have any new books for me?
Hail acknowledged. Dock where you like.
Okay, so I am going to see if I can retrieve our ship immediately here because I'm not too keen
Docking complete.
on,
Read any good books lately?
you know, piloting this ship. Although, I guess it might be nice to be able to maybe chop and change some of the parts and stuff and keep this ship as a spare. So, do we have any ship technicians around here on the quay?
Rook?
I don't trust shielding. I got secret compartment.
Okay, gonna have a chat with Delgado. We'll do that in a moment, obviously. Mathis is taking his time getting to Delgado, so we'll do the same. Yeah, I mean, I would have thought the ship technician would be close to where we park our ship, or dock our ship rather. But maybe it might be out here. Ship services, maybe here?
So, looks like we got ourselves a new rook. Once again, I'm Jazz, resident engineer here. Like Neva said, you need ship parts, repairs? I'll hook you up. As long as your credits are good.
It must take a lot of effort to keep this tin can off life support.
Oh, it did when I first got here. Most of these folks aren't too keen on maintenance. Today, the key's about as safe as any other UC station, just with a hell of a lot more personality. I can guarantee your ship will be in good hands, so if you're looking for an upgrade, let me know. We got the best selection in the settled systems. Illegal, unregistered, recalled. We sell it all. No questions asked.
Will these parts show up on UC or Freestar security scanners?
No. You buy from me, you're worry-free. I can't have my customers getting caught now, can I? That's bad for business.
I'm always looking for an edge.
Anything that keeps the UC and Freestar Rangers off your tail is a must-have in my book. Just let me know when you want to talk business.
So, how'd you wind up on the key?
Truth is, the fleet rescued me. Of course, I wouldn't have needed rescuing if they hadn't blown up the ship I was working on. Delgado plucked me out of space and brought me to the key. I took one look at the place and was compelled to work. Soon after, he offered me a permanent spot with the fleet.
Yeah, I suppose if we help UC SysDef, there is a big chance that we'd have to kill a lot of these people, including her. So I have to keep that in mind. I wonder if there's a way to sort of keep the peace, almost. Because I wouldn't mind being able to still do trading and all that sort of stuff on the key, if we can. Mind helping me with my ship?
All business and no fun, huh? What do you need?
I'd like to view and modify my ships.
You would. I'm just kidding. Let's take a look.
I'm curious because they'll probably have like parts that we've never seen before, right? So, okay, there's something here to register the ship. Okay, so it costs money to register the ship. So we've got home ship. This is not the home ship. And, okay, here we go. So we make the home ship from this menu. Yeah, okay, makes sense. I just want to take a look at the shipbuilder for a second, guys, and take a look at what sort of components we might be able to get while we're on the key. So, let's just take a look. Stability Pro. Interesting. Hope 4 landing bay. NG6. That's kind of interesting, because, yeah, we haven't seen these types of landing bays before. A little bit more compact. And you can actually attach stuff to these landing bays as well, which is very handy, because I think the ones that we've been using are sort of like this, where you can't really attach stuff to the sides. They have better weapons. I mean, they even sell the Vanguard stuff here, but... neutron beams. Different missile launches. A lot of this stuff is level B and C, though. So, probably not ready for a lot of that sort of stuff. Yeah, so they do Nova parts here as well, but they also have Hope Tech parts, which is quite interesting. So basically you can configure the ship with both of those parts. If you know that you want to use, let's say, Deimos and Hope Tech, perhaps maybe you can start building your ship somewhere else. As long as it's flight capable, you can then bring the ship here and then replace some of the other parts that you don't want with Hope Tech parts. Seems a little bit messy to do that, but still, it is doable. Stellarator reactor. Z machine. Theta pinch. Interesting. Habs. Okay, these are the Hope Tech Habs. Interesting. Oh, and they do also have Stroud here. Wasn't expecting that. ACCU lander, landing gear port. Okay, very, very straightforward landing gear. Equipment. Okay, we've never seen this category before. Scan jammer, single frequency. A scan jammer that increases your chance of evasion during a ship scan by 10% if you're using a shielded cargo module carrying contraband. Interesting. Okay. I'm not really sure if I am going to be, you know, smuggling. More dockers. Oh, okay, we've got a side docker, or a couple of side docker selections to choose from, which is quite nice. There are the different cockpits here. Viking cockpit. Oh, I guess this is the Stroud Eklund cockpit. Interesting. Alright, I think we've looked enough. As I said, we're gonna stick with our ship for a while. Actually, I better
upgrade that ship of yours.
Make sure that we
You've got the credits.
choose our old ship.
Sure. Let me put.
So make home ship. Yep. Good. And what's the deal with you and Neva?
Neva's mine, so don't be getting any ideas. She may be a little rough around the edges, but she's just looking out for her own. There's no one better to have your back.
Okay, cool.
Catch you later.
Rightio. Well, let's go see Delgado, provided that there's nothing else for us to do here.
Are you looking to start something? 'Cause I'll finish.
I mean, is it wise for us to go see Delgado right now, or should we be looking for evidence? Because let's take a look here. We do have burden of proof. We need to return evidence to Lieutenant Toft. And I don't really know what the exact timing is for going to Lieutenant Toft, and because we could do that right now, and tell them about the plan to look for Jasper Crix's legacy, or we could do it later? I don't really know. Look, why don't we just do Echoes of the Past first? Oh, hang on. 1 second, guys. I have a feeling if I speak to Delgado first, I might not have the option to give what I know to Sysdef. So why don't we go and see Sysdef first? I feel like a lot of my decisions are going to be critical at this point, and it may shape what we can and cannot do later on down the line. Yeah, it's hard making a choice when you don't exactly know if there are massive implications down the line, and permanent implications, if that makes sense. But I feel like we probably do have enough proof or enough evidence to go back to the UC Vigilance, so let's see what happens. I mean, I don't really understand why the Crimson Fleet wouldn't be, you know, suspicious of us just jumping directly to UC-controlled space, you know, with no purpose. But anyway.
Docking integrity, 100%. Good to go, Cap.
Rightio.
Yes.
Surprised that Vasco's not out there in front of the ship. The docking port computer. I'm curious to see if we can find the brig somewhere. Docking port computer. What can we do with this? Not much. Just gonna look around, guys, to see if we can find the brig anywhere. So, if we can find that trader, that
if you're taking a walk through our little aquarium, feel free to tap the glass. I hate it when you do that.
Maybe we might be able to persuade him to give up some information to us. Inaccessible.
Some
Who's
of the
this?
guards don't take kindly to the prisoners, but we should try to maintain some decorum. Welcome to the brig. As a member of SysDef, you may talk with the prisoners as long as you are mindful of operation security. As a personal rule, I simply ask that you adhere to UC Navy standards of cleanliness at all times. That means no mud on your boots, your hands are washed, and you are free of any contagious diseases.
I don't know how clean the Crimson Fleet gear is that we're wearing, but, you know. Why the focus on cleanliness?
Besides the fact that it's healthier, a sanitary brig is important for station security. In my experience, a prisoner will hide a shiv under a flake of dust if you let them. The cleaner a space is, the easier it is to spot irregularities, both inside the cell and out.
I keep things neat and tidy, so it won't be a problem.
Excellent. And all that being said, I understand your mission directive might call for flexibility on my part. So if you need to be a rum-drinking, swashbuckling pirate to do your job, then I will do my best to clean up after you.
Nice, okay. Where's that rum? What are your thoughts on Commander Ikande?
He's a good man, singularly focused when it comes to the fleet. But that's not to say he doesn't care about his crew. I can tell you a story as an example if you'd like to hear it.
Go ahead, I've got time.
So, I'm a bit of a workaholic, and I forget to take breaks. One day, Commander Ikande passes by the brig and sees me at my desk. He takes one look at my haggard face and says, "Officer, I'm headed to the mess hall. If you're not with me in 15 minutes, your services will no longer be required on my ship." I tried to protest, but he was dead serious. So I went. We had lunch, talked about old times, and I went back to the brig, refreshed and ready to work. It's little things like that. You can see he pays attention, and that he cares about the people, not just the work.
Okay, sounds like a decent boss. What What if the prisoners try to escape? What kind of defenses do we have?
We have multiple turrets attached to the ceiling. If you've met Ensign Betty, she's personally calibrated them to ensure they cover the entire area. That being said, firing the turrets should be considered a last resort.
What kind of prisoners end up in the brig?
The cells you see here are for captured pirates and prisoners of war. If you apprehend any pirates during the course of your missions, they'll be detained here.
How do you handle treatment of the prisoners?
That's a loaded question. We err on the side of caution here, short of any physical abuse. But with the Crimson Fleet, you have to be very careful. If you give them an inch, they'll take a parsec and find a way to stab you with it.
Security aside, we should try to keep things as humane as possible.
Yes, although it's always a balance. At the end of the day, these are ruthless pirates, and they will take advantage of any weakness you show. But I'll be the first to admit it's not an exact science, and we've made mistakes in the past with both the carrot and the stick. As chief officer of this brig, my worst fear is that we'll someday repeat them.
As the brig officer, is there anything you need from me?
As a matter of fact, I have a favor to ask. I understand that part of your undercover work involves going to the fleet headquarters, namely the key. While you're there, if you find anything pertaining to the history of the fleet, I'd be interested in learning about it.
Okay. This is a highly unusual request, officer.
I apologize, but no one from our side has been to the key in ages. The history buff in me wants to learn more.
Okay. I'll keep an eye out for you.
I appreciate it. I've actually heard rumors about there being audio logs for an interview the founder of the fleet, Jasper Crix, did on the key. I'm interested in anything he had to say regarding his time in prison and how the prisoners were treated. If you find anything like that, bring it back here and we'll take a listen.
Sweet. Yeah, we've definitely seen plenty of those interview slates lying about on the key, so I'll try and fetch those. I think maybe that'll be something we do in the next episode before we speak to Delgado. I'm sure he won't mind waiting a little bit more, right? Why the fascination with the fleet's history?
The fleet and the UC are intertwined, and I've always felt knowing that past as an important part of what we do. In life, history can be a guide, a warning, or at times, a reflection. And if you want to know which one it is, you have to stare it in the face, regardless of how ugly it is.
Are there any problems securing Austin Rake?
No. The prisoner surrendered willingly, as per the terms of your deal. This is probably the safest place for him, if the fleet want him dead. You can chat with him, if you haven't already. I'm sure he has a lot to say.
Okay, cool.
Keep the floors and your nose clean and you can stay as long as you like.
Well, I don't really know where he is, though. Maybe if we just walk around here, we might find him? Can't interact with any of the doors. Is he maybe up here somewhere? Okay. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where he's gone.
Sometimes we'll take the long-range fighters out for grav jump and patrol high-traffic orbitals for fleet.
God, alright. He's definitely in the way. Nope. I don't see anyone in any of these cells, to be honest, so... interrogation room. It's inaccessible. Can I get him to go to the interrogation room, or...
Until next time.
We've really asked him all of the questions. Is he going to be pissed off if we use the brig computer? The Vigilance Brig is a high-level confinement facility for captured and pre-trial prisoners charged with piracy. The brig ensures the security and safe transport of all prisoners to United Colonies correctional facilities under the guidance of Commander Ikande and ranking officers of the Vigilance. The brig staff is responsible for maintaining and enforcing these directives. Handcuffs and a guard escort are standard when transporting prisoners. Those assigned to maximum security cells may require additional security measures to prevent escape. We should attempt to accommodate prisoner requests within reason. Looser restraints and comfortable seating can be supplied upon request. The United Colonies will typically use mid-sized Deimos ships for shuttling prisoners to the correctional facility. Okay. I really don't know where Austin Rake is. Apparently we can take a lot of stuff from this ship, so...
Hey.
Yeah, well, it says that this is the brig. Okay, this is dark, but... Oh yes, there he is. Okay. Why is it so dark in there? Can we have a chat with him?
I guess you think I have some sad story to tell? That I met some sick orphans on New Homestead and grew a conscience? Or maybe you're the cynical type, and you think I turned a new leaf because I wanted SysDef to go easy on me. The truth is a bit more complicated than that.
I don't even remember who you are. The truth is always complicated. That's why no one wants to hear it.
Exactly. But we've got time, so why don't you indulge me? You see, at my age, you know who you are. And I've always been a thief. I'd swipe a cred stick for my own mother if it had enough zeros on it. But even in a group of cred-hungry thieves, a man has to have a code. Rules.
You mean honor amongst thieves?
I do. You finish a job, it's supposed to be done. You get the rush and the relief. But in the fleet, doing the job isn't the hard part. In the fleet, you gotta worry about the guy sleeping next to you, and if he's gonna take a bigger piece of the pie. You gotta wake up the next morning and wonder why your slice is missing and the crumbs are stuck to his face.
Naeva mentioned you changed your identity.
Yeah, I've had some work done. If you got the Crimson Fleet on your back, you would too. As for the name, that was actually the hard part. You can use 100 different aliases and the system will just add them to the list. Now you can pay a guy to delete the list, but nothing's ever really gone forever. Naeva probably paid the same guy to hit rewind, and here we are.
Why join a medical supply ship?
Well, for one, they don't have much in the way of loot, but they're still important to somebody. You can't just blow up one without it showing up on SSNN, or a UC captain getting a 10-inch stack of slates on his desk. But more importantly, do-gooders are predictable. The pirate code changes depending on who's reciting it. Honest folks, they have a habit of writing their rules down. Why did I join the Regana? Truth is, I just wanted a good night's sleep.
Would you be interested in working for SysDef?
And put a bigger target on my back? As far as I'm concerned, the brig is the safest place I can be. The second you drag me into some private room, you're basically telling everyone here that I'm a rat.
Okay. So there's no chance of persuading this guy.
If you ask me, the brig's too good for these worthless thugs.
I'm just Trying to see if there's anyone else here, especially in these rooms that are so dark. On that one. Why do they turn the lights off on these guys? Feels bad, man. Okay, I can't see him now. Oh, there he is. Okay. He's the only person here, it seems, so I don't know about ratting people out. We can rest assured that no one's gonna know.
Another night at the Hotel Sis Def. Please enjoy your stay.
Okay.
Be careful around the fleet. They talk
Maybe
about family,
we
but
might get the option later on, potentially, but apparently we can arrest a whole bunch more people and put them in all of these cells. Maybe there's an opportunity for us to speak to some of those pirates and see if they're willing to sell some of their friends out. Because it definitely looks like we could use the interrogation room here. It's just, you know, how and when, maybe. Anyway, let's get going. And I am going to see if I can report back to Lieutenant Hoff about what we found while we were on the quay. And I guess specifically what we found while we were down in the lock as well. But I think this is going to be a longer conversation, so I might actually leave that to the next episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed things so far. I'm going to take a break here. Leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.